And welcome to another edition of IWC Wrestling! We're marching to WrestleMania 5!
We're on the road! Chuck Walters,
cheer for us! We are in your booth!
Let's get this one started, Jimmy!
And I've gotten word from upper management that we are getting a WrestleMania 4 rematch to kick off the show tonight. And a match that determined our commissioner last year, Primetime versus David AuBurn.
How do you always get the word before me? What's going on here?
Well, they call me a wordsmith. This is 1 year in the making. I gotta tell you, this is really getting my goat. I'm excited for this one, boy.
I don't know if we've seen AuBurn since last WrestleMania.
It feels like it.
Where he chloroformed Primetime
to win commissionership.
Right. Which was then sold off to our now commissioner, Andrew Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, Primetime Tony!
Primetime's got to be focused here tonight. I mean, that was a controversial win for David. I mean, it was a street fight, but I mean, even so, in all your years, I mean, you know from your amateur wrestling days, you don't just chloroform a guy.
It's certainly not amateur wrestling, Jim. We didn't anticipate that ending, that's for sure.
Absolutely not. Absolutely
9 times out of 10, it ends on a somewhat clever maneuver.
Absolutely not.
That matchup.
I mean, and you're right, we've only seen David AuBurn, sporadically since WrestleMania 4. He competed at the Ascendancy, and we've only seen him really at Super Show since then. And a lot's been said about David AuBurn's recent tactics. But we'll talk more about that. This is iconic music, though. You gotta be quiet for this.
When you hear that laugh, you know he's coming. You gotta get a little. The blood flows a little bit faster through your veins. Definitely a legend in the yard here. As you said, his tactics hasn't been questioned.
Get ready, motherfucker! Who's better than me? You better than
Ladies and gentlemen, David AuBurn!
And I'm busting it off right.
So, I mean, as I was saying, I mean, David AuBurn, we're by no means saying has been a lesser competitor since the last year and a half since WrestleMania 4. But he seems to go through a lot of metamorphosis. He 1 week he's doing one thing, the next week he's doing another.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say he stepped a little bit off his game of what he once was.
I mean, that's not to say that he hasn't been efficient. He's won his fair share of matches in the last year and change, but it's not the same.
No.
It's not the same at all.
Welcome back, AuBurn.
Clap, 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 clap.
Welcome back, AuBurn.
Clap, clap, clappity clap.
Welcome back, AuBurn.
Clappity clap, 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 clap.
Ready? Here's Brandon. Ring the bell.
Ding! Referee Brandon #1.
Brandon numero uno.
Andale, arriba! We're already excited, ladies and gentlemen. This is a rematch, a year and a half in the making.
Primetime's out there for retribution.
I mean, Primetime came out here. I'm sure the wounds have healed somewhat. The emotional wounds. But Primetime still got to remember that day a year and a half ago.
Oh yeah, I think that may, I don't know. I won't say embarrassed, but Primetime, he's been on almost a path of fire since. That WrestleMania.
I would agree, but you got to remember, Primetime was so devastated by that loss. He took several months off after WrestleMania.
That's true. I forgot about that.
He's on a path to fire now, but that loss to David AuBurn, losing the commissionership, which Primetime really did care about, really I think affected him in ways that he probably doesn't want to let on too much. But you're right. Since coming back, Primetime's been on a roll. Was literally 1 second away from winning our world title last week, and a hell of a match with C4. But I gotta believe in a lot of ways, Primetime cares more about this match than that one. This is payback.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more.
Oh! Now see,
to the upper back area.
Now see, that's what I'm saying about David AuBurn. 1 second he's joking, the next second he pulls off a hell of a maneuver like that. But it seems like David AuBurn, as of late in these last 8-9 months, just is not able to put it all together. But it seems in a lot of ways he chooses not to put it all together.
Yeah, it's questionable tactics. That's to say the least.
Absolutely, it's not all there, but it's not all there by choice, if that makes sense. I mean, David AuBurn is arguably one of the best, one of the.
Here we go. Like we said before, he's lost that serious mindset early.
One of, if not the best, in the 203 BYW's history.
I'll tell you what, when those two bodies collide, that's gonna be the answer 9 times out of 10. Primetime just bouncing off there like a tennis ball off of bricks.
I agree. I mean,
See how strong I still am.
David, I mean, It's almost as if they...
2,
3, 4, 5. Oh!
Wait a second.
Oh, this early.
Is that
No, I thought he was going for that tourniquet choke.
referee making sure the shoulders were down? They weren't.
Oh, David AuBurn slipped, and that cost him dearly.
Prime time up top early. The
Oh!
highlight of the night.
1, 2.
Only 2. Floating booth.
Floating booth. Feeling gooder every day. Oh, I don't even know what that was, but it was amazing.
A momentumous move there.
Come over here, Bo. Can I get a light?
David AuBurn, you know, there has to be some ring rust for David AuBurn. It's been at least a few months since his last contest. Primetime wrestling every week, but as I said, Primetime was, you know, literally half a second away from winning the world title last week. Oh my God!
Japanese striker.
Oh, massive noises coming. Oh, now see. Again, Walters, 1 second he's joking, he's telling me he hasn't wrestled since March, the next second, shots like that.
I don't know what to tell you. I can't explain it any more than you can, Jim. Getting back to that cockiness.
I mean, and that's the thing though, like, you know, Primetime is, you know, Primetime's fighting his heart out right now. David AuBurn, even like this, can control a match, you know?
Oh, God.
Imagine if he was...
You don't know what this is, right?
David AuBurn taking his time. I could have told you
Wait a
that.
sec, slips out of it.
Oh!
Big neck breaker.
Oh! Primetime's feeling it now. Primetime. 2.
Could that be it?
Oh, the motherfucking G thought he had him on that one.
I'll tell you right now, as of late, Primetime has been a motherfucking G.
I mean, that's one of our...
Carried across the yard.
Big time DDT. You know, as they always say, if you got no head, you got no life. You know, and Primetime, you know, well, referee Brandon #1, a little new to the game here still. I don't think Primetime was going for any...
Primetime noticed that.
I don't think he was going for any leverage there, you know.
No, there was none, but...
First ever person who ever started out as a wrestler.
Oh, David AuBurn with hell of a Oh! My God, that was impressive.
Huge catatonic backbreaker there.
David AuBurn, you know, has to. That's a high impact. Talk about high impact. That was high impact. David AuBurn has to believe he's got Primetime on the ropes. Primetime's going to need something big and soon if he wants to counteract that right there from David AuBurn.
He's got to capitalize though, and it appears he's taking far too much time. I don't know. We're walking around the area now. Springboard.
Oh!
Springboard double stop.
I think we've seen this from Primetime. Oh!
Into the guillotine!
Ladies and gentlemen, all my years, I've never seen a counter into the tourniquet choke like that.
Come here. Oh, it's over! It's over! Your winner via submission, Primetime!
Primetime's a motherfucking G. 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 And ladies and gentlemen, I mean, as we close here, I'm getting word that Murph is in the building.
Oh no! He's back! Did he buy any more time, or is he gonna wrestle here tonight? That's big news here in the IWC. We'll be back.